it, but why are they connecting with us?
Ooh, yeah. All right. I'll go into that. I will go into that. Why are they connecting with us? So, um, from my experience of especially connecting with the Sasquatch and all different kinds of beings, but we'll make it more clear or specific to Sasquatch energy. They what and I'm going to say this, I'm going to say different things. I'm going to say why I feel the ancestors are connecting with us and why I think Sasquatch are connecting with us. And we kind of already talked about the Sasquatch, but so let me start with the ancestors because that work we just did with Brian, we were connecting with his people. Um, the what I have found in my experience where I really do work a lot of times when I'm tracking energy, the Sasquatch come forward the ancestors come forward, whatever that is, like bloodline ancestors or other. They are, and I don't want to say they're on a mission, but I feel it very strongly that the ancestors are coming forward because they are, we are in a time of the new paradigm where things are getting cleaned up so we can be in our fullest potential. So we can be in full expression of who we are. And because of the way the energies are and the planets are, this new paradigm, some people call it the new earth or whatever you want to call this new energy we're in, the ancestors also are embodying that, just like we're seeing it in the elemental realm, we're seeing it with exospecies, we're seeing it on all different levels of dimensional awareness. With that, the ancestors really feel strongly that they are here to support our healing. So they are here to support our healing. They are showing us how to love ourselves. And they are also knowing that the more healing we do, we're healing them as well. So just like how I showed when we were connecting with Brian and his grandmother, we not only healed and cleared Brian, but we liberated the lineage and we were working on her too. So that's that energy behind that. And the I feel in the work that I do, in the way I track energy with, especially on the lineage level, that our people have gifts. Our lineages have gifts, that we each have some special gifts that are unique to our lineage. And so our people are trying to bring those gifts back through the lineage so they can be expressed in through us, through our future generations. And often these gifts have been blocked throughout different lifetimes. I mean, throughout, let's say, generations, not lifetimes, but through generations, they've been blocked. So that's why I feel they're here. So with the Sasquatch, I feel that, very clearly and especially like the class I taught around our Sasquatch lineages, they had so many messages that came forward around that they're very clearly saying, we're here to show you and guide you, show you the behaviors or the patterns that are holding you back, as well as show how to re-embody that childlike wonder, the joy, being in harmony with the planet, being in harmony with the elemental realm. They're showing us how to connect with the natural world. They're reminding us how to be in full connection of who we are. They're showing us how to be in compassion. So those are part of why they're here. They're even showing us like our natural rhythms, how to be in our natural rhythms. And that's something that we're not used to in this more modern world. So coming back to ourselves. So those are just some things. Wow, I can't believe how long have we been on?
Uh, an hour
What?
and 38 minutes.
All right. Okay. I personally love longer podcasts. I like to listen to longer I guess you go in more depth.
Right, yeah, because if you have like an hour podcast and some guy has like 20 years of like amazing information. I mean, it really, you can only just, you can't really get into it.
No. Mm-mm. Okay.
So, um, so everything that I heard
Hmm.
sounds exactly like, the same message that I'm getting.
Yeah.
So that's beautiful.
So I'm setting an intention to connect with you and your Sasquatch lineages, your Sasquatch people, and we're going to see what comes forward. So right away, there's some anticipation, so I can see like the back of my neck is like um a little pressure there. So and that's just energy. So I'm just like seeing what that is and noticing what that is. But as we continue to go deeper in, wow. So I don't know, Brian, if you can also set an intention to connect with I'm going to call it your Sasquatch lineages. So these are your relatives, your people.
Okay.
And
So
in
you
the
want me
way that
to,
you do, yeah, in the way that you do, connect. Because
well,
oh yeah,
okay.
go ahead.
With them, it's that, like I mean, sometimes I'll ask them something and they'll answer me directly, or I'll ask them for a healing or something, they'll do it.
Hmm.
But with them, it's just they come in whenever they just feel like it. I don't actually
Hmm.
generally do that,
Okay.
but I mean,
What's
I will try.
okay, even if it's just you're thinking about them and setting intention. And we're kind of focused
Well,
on
I mean,
your
they're here anyway because we're talking about them, and
yeah.
I mean, so they're gonna be here. But what would you like me to visualize
Well,
on? Just
do you believe that they are your relatives,
family? Yeah,
your
absolutely.
family? Okay. That's the big piece because what they are trying to tell me is like I couldn't I couldn't go in until where you were clear on them coming in too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That there's something about this lineage piece, like just making it clear, Les, I know you're my family. I know
I know.
you're
I know they're my family. Yeah.
okay. Good. Have you ever experienced them, your people, having let's say bad experiences happen to them? Or harmful, I'm going to call it harmful experiences happen to them.
No, no, I haven't.
Okay.
I've never had a bad experience with them, as a matter of fact.
I wouldn't see you would have it bad. Like, you know how like I shared what happened, what I saw, and it was
Yeah,
like that, like you haven't witnessed your people, your Sasquatch people being
worked
harmed,
on or no.
worked on or harmed. Okay. Yeah, I'm not seeing any trauma because often I tend to see the trauma. I'm the one that tends to see the trauma a lot. Um, it's just it's just my insights, the way my perspectives work. I see, and it's no surprise that that's how it came forward for me, is that I saw a wound within the lineage that I had to clear. But they're right now as they're coming forward, they're the young ones are the ones coming forward right now. It's very interesting. It's all these young ones that are coming forward. And I'm watching them as more like as a teacher for like they're looking up to you as a teacher. It's very interesting this. Okay. I'm going to say this is the first time I've seen this way. The other person I see these kind of relationship with is Laurel more, but this dynamic is very interesting that you have with them because you know how like literally in like school when you're little the teacher sits down and reads the book and the kids are all around the teacher.
Yeah,
That's the energy I'm seeing right now with you with them, with the young ones. That they are learning from you just as much as you are learning from them.
right. No, I agree with that, and I've heard that, and I agree with that.
But it's interesting that the connection that is that's coming forward are the young ones. That they're kind of they're saying, okay, it's Brian's class time. Go to Mr. Brian's class. It's his time to go. You know what I mean? Like that kind of energy is what's coming forward. And this is through a lineage. So this is like your Sasquatch people. I'm just going to refer them as your people, your family. They are entrusting you to help educate the youth, to bring forward what needs to bring forward for the youth. And that's it's fascinating because it makes so much sense now why we had to clear that dismissive piece in you, because not being taken seriously for the gifts that you have to bring forward, where the Sasquatch are literally doing the opposite and saying, we value you so much that you are teaching our youth. So it's interesting that we got to clear that up, because more than you think, you are so respected in for what you have to bring forward. So it's interesting how this is the thread that everything has led to for us. So I'm watching you again teaching energetically. I'm watching you teaching the youth of your lineage right now. And there's particular pieces that they're making very clear that they want to have come forward to be taught. So that's probably why they're here too, is to make sure that that gets expressed. So I'm waiting to see what those pieces are. Okay, so they're starting to bring some messages forward and what
What
they
is,
want.
oh, never
Mhm.
mind. No, I don't
Yep.
want to
Okay.
distract you. No, 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 go on.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, as they bring these pieces forward. Okay. So part of like how you're built, like just how your nature is, you know how we talked about that childlike wonder before? There's
Right.
the playfulness. That's how they want to learn, is through your playfulness. So how you bring things playfully, and I know you've done that for us too, when you've walked us through and showed us and taught us stuff about the Sasquatch, you have a playful nature to it. That
No,
is a part of your gift. And so they're
you,
choosing you. Part of it is because
wow,
of
I
that.
never, you know what? I've never heard it expressed like that, but you're right. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
The play, yeah, the authenticity, but playfulness of it, so it makes it safe and it makes it okay, I guess, or something. Or
Yes. It makes it lighter. So people's
right,
guards are down, right? So we
right.
can get into our hearts more and we can see and know and trust ourselves more. That is the same thing you're doing with the young ones, the young Sasquatch. That's part of why they're in your lineage, why you have been assigned the role of helping to teach the young ones. So it's just like, when way back when in humanity, when we were all aligned and we were all in harmony with the earth, and each person in the village had a role and had a job. This is a part of that. This is a part of how they work collectively. Each of us have a gift. Each of us have something to bring forward. So this is what they're bringing forward for you, is that they value how you bring the information forward. So I'm asking, like, is part of your role to like be the bridge between the young ones and humans, or just the collective, or but I'm saying specifically the young ones because they just keep on, the young ones are the where the attention is right now. And it's very clear that they trust your discernment, because that's number one, because not everyone, you can't have everyone connect with the young ones. It's going to be certain people that you connect with that can connect with the young ones. So you'll either embody the young one, or the young one will come forward for you and you have a message to share with someone, something like that. But it's going to be only certain people that will connect with the young ones. So that's something really interesting that's coming
Wow.
forward. Yeah. All right, what else? I'm just seeing what else. There's some knowledge. There's like there's some teaching you're doing, like some knowledge you have to bring forward that is very, it's like a little bit more like linear knowledge. I mean, it's interesting because I would have suspected that part of why what you are bringing forward is to teach them the human ways and vice versa, but they're very specific. It's not general in any way. So it's like a playful approach to teaching, to bridging, to teaching, but there are some particular frame ups that are happening here. So, like, you are teaching the young ones very specific nuances of humanity. Like, don't take humans seriously when they do X, Y, or Z. Pay attention to the human's heart to know, like, hey, this is one that you can connect with, or this is what they're saying right now is authentic because they have some things to learn from humans, but they don't, the young ones are learning discernment. So you're teaching discernment,
Okay.
which is pretty cool. That's a
Yeah.
hard one to teach. But it's that heart-centered piece. Like your role is to teach them who's heart-centered, who's not, who's authentic, who's not. And and pay attention to the nuances of humans because often they're lying to themselves and playing games with themselves. you know, so that discernment piece. So you're meant to do that. There's also a piece that we talked about from that you what you expressed about yourself that we also got to in your past lives around being able to kind of have a bigger perspective of seeing what's to come. That kind of like perspective,
Knowing
the
or
knowing. Yeah, the knowing and the knowing further out, like a more expansive knowing
no, I
and
got you.
being not like I'm psychic, I predict, but a knowing that like certain things may come and happen. But again, I'm not, I guess you could call it psychic in some ways, but it's like, I don't know, that has a weird connotation. This is like you have foresight. That's the word. Like you have this knowing foresight that you are helping the little ones to gain and see. Wow. This knowing and foresight. So the older ones are coming forward and they're showing me that that foresight you have is is very special, but can only be vocalized to certain people at certain times. So you have to discern when you bring that forward because it's meant for the ones that can receive it,
Right.
not as like a blanket statement, like, hey, this is coming up, but it's really meant. So what they're making very clear for you is that you are you are getting very clear on who to surround yourself around. And it's very important that you surround yourself with people who see you and appreciate you, love you, respect you. But there's more coming in and there's some leaving. So, but that's something that's coming in very, very clear. And they're helping to support that. They're helping you to discern, like, okay, this person I'm ready, like, this person I'm meant to connect with, or this person is meant to be in my life, things like that. But this is very interesting because it's very particular who's coming forward and who's not for you. I'm asking the lineage because now we're getting away from just the little ones and it's expansive now, so I can start to see the bigger picture of the lineage and the your people. And I'm asking, is there anything that we need to clear in the lineage or anything that's like really important to come forward that is blocked or anything like that? And there's something within you that you're ready to clear so you can have even a bigger vision. Um, okay, this is kind of personal, but I don't think we're going too far with it. It's there's still Like it's not
I
like
got
personal, personal.
the 5 or 6 people, whoever are watching, will hear it, but I can always edit it out. But no, I'm just joking.
Okay, okay.
I'm joking.
No,
I'm
it's not
joking.
it's not that
I'm
big a
fine.
deal, but it's more like there's a block within you around the lineage. Like there's something around a self-belief that's still blocking you right now. And there's a couple members of your people within this lineage that, oh my gosh, they blocked it within you. They blocked it. So there's some older Sasquatch that blocked this piece in you because they were protecting you. So I'm trying to get to what this block is and what this piece is. Wow. I, this is cool. So I'm just trying to see what it is, what they're showing me around what this block is around self-belief. It's a little more than that. Okay.
I hope people
Okay.
are finding it interesting. I'm loving it,
Okay.
but
Well,
I think people, they see what you're all about or whatever, and by the way, we'll get into that after, that you offer this for people, but
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
I think people like watching, the clearing of energy. I think it can be pretty interesting. And if they're not,
I think
we hope it is.
people like you, whatever, though, whatever. I mean, we have to do what we have to do to survive, whatever. But I'm sure that everything you do is much more about the heart than the
Hmm.
financial benefits.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
mean, oh yeah, 100%. It's like it's I can't not do this. That's it. So whether I make
yeah.
any money or not, I can't not do it. So we figure out ways to pay bills. It's just it is, that's the path. Just like probably like you, right? You can't not do it.
No.
Okay, so that
Anyway, I'm
block,
sorry I kind of distracted you.
that's
But
okay.
anyway,
That's okay. They're just bringing a few more things forward. That block, that block piece that is coming forward. Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna describe this more linearly because it's hard for us to wrap our head around it. So I'm gonna describe it in the way I can, in a way that we'll understand. So you are a Sasquatch being with your people in your lineage, hanging out, doing your thing, and all of a sudden they say you are going to become a human and you're gonna live a human life. Okay, like you're gonna go on to the planet and you're gonna do this and whatever. You're gonna be a human. So that was like your people told you this and you accepted the job. You accepted it and you said, okay, I will become human. And you knew that you'd still have somewhat of a connection that you would rediscover. Because often in the past, when we would be come into a life, we'd forget, right? And then we spend our lifetime trying to remember, like we're doing right now. So this lineage, this is really fascinating. This Sasquatch lineage, they said they came to you in your Sasquatchness and said, "We want you to go into."
Sasquatchness.
I love that,
I
and
like
that you're,
that.
yeah, it is
All my
right.
Sasquatchness. Yeah.
That you were going to come into a human experience, and you agreed, and so you came into a human experience. But what they did is they blocked that this memory, this connection, this peace with your people because when you'd come in, you wouldn't know how to use it and it wouldn't be used wisely. And it's not that it's not a trust in you, it's more you were becoming a human and not remembering everything. So this piece had to be blocked. And so it took a while to get to the belief again of your connection to being in your Sasquatchness, you're being a Sasquatch. So, but the block piece is around that wonder piece, like being in okay, so not only wonder, when we're in that childlike wonder, we're fully connected, right? We're in presence.
Yeah.
That means we can be in full communication and connection. There's a piece that being in full connection with your Sasquatch people, there's an energy flow of that. There's like a frequency of that. And that's what got shut down. So but that then turned into disbelieving, like not believing in yourself and not trusting yourself. And then so you had your struggles growing up with that. But it was because they didn't fully trust the human experience. So with that, they blocked this piece, but it presented as not you not trusting yourself. So it's a wound. So I'm asking them to, if we can remove that block so you can be fully connected with your lineage again. And that's going to help with the disbelief piece that has been shut off, even though you've reclaimed a lot of it because you believe in them, you see them, you know them.
Oh, I totally believe in them. I thought you meant the disbelief in myself.
It is. Okay, so it it is your disbelief in yourself, but but your belief in yourself goes in different layers of awareness, right? It's the belief in the Brian, the being we know as currently know as Brian in this 3D biosuit, the soul level Brian, the light body Brian, that Sasquatch Brian. You know what I'm saying? So it's a disbelief that goes on different levels.
Right.
When we get into multidimensional stuff, it gets all complicated. There's just too much to there's too much to talk about. But this disbelief in yourself is what they're clearing out. But what's behind that is an actual, like, let's call it like we have to switch the light back on within you, within your brain, that then allows you to have a fuller level of connection with the Sasquatch. But once it got shut down, it became a wound within you because you were missing a part of who you were. That's how I'm going to describe it. Good. Okay, so they're saying yes, that they trust you, they trust your human experience. Obviously they do, and we're cleaning that up. So within you, so they're turning the light back on so you can connect fully with your Sasquatch lineage, your people, and within you, we are clearing the wound for you to stop self-criticizing. It's very interesting. This has been the story the whole time. It's just been different layers of how this is being expressed.
Right.
Good. Okay. Yeah, and so there's just an inner child wound that I'm clearing up surrounding you in this beautiful, beautiful golden light, like you're in an inner child level. Okay. And so you had some of your Sasquatch family was actually holding soul pieces of you, and I'm asking them to bring them back in. So you may feel a yes in your heart to reclaim aspects of yourself that are coming back into your heart right now.
I do
Whoa,
kind of feel
this
that.
I would say I'm seeing you're growing into a Sasquatch right now. Like I'm seeing you, there's just like this huge opening that's happening right now. So this is opening you to new levels of connection. So we'll see how this plays out for you. But this block in here kept you limited, kept you more in a tunnel vision of it. So you may have gotten fixed in your connection with the Sasquatch. It has to look like this or it only looks like this. What's going to happen is like there's more levels expanding
Okay.
of how you're going to connect. So we'll see what that looks like.
Exciting.
Just trying to see if there's anything else with the okay, and then you're worthy of being with your people again. They're here, they love you. Is there any other gifts that they want to bring forward? There's just this gift of this golden light that you get to work with now that they're gifting you, they're bringing forward for you. This golden light. So this golden light could be healing light for you. We'll see how it comes into your awareness of how you're going to work with it. Yeah. Okay, and this golden light is clearing out some sadness in the heart. Good. Wow.
Yeah, when you're an energy person and whatever, you feel sadness and all that stuff, like way deeper than. So it's
Hmm.
kind of, it's kind of like it's hard to navigate sometimes.
It is. And that's why that you have a gift of discernment. I have had to grow that gift because in the past I think it was my own. You know what I mean? And so it's taken time to realize like, oh, this is someone else. I'll literally be crying in sessions when I'm working on people because I'm feeling the sadness, but it's not my sadness. I'm just expressing it. You know what I mean? It's just coming through me.
Yeah.
So, wow. Okay. I'm asking if there's anything else they want to bring forward. And they say not right now. They said they just wanted to bring those specific things forward for you and they're out. Wow. That was quick. That they
Yeah.
just had those really so this young one thing is really interesting. We'll see how that shows up in your work and your
My head's kind
connection.
of feeling a little different.
Is it?
I'm feeling a little lightheaded.
Yeah, they pulled out some big stuff out of you. So we'll
Yeah.
see. We'll see. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that's a taste of things. We can always work on you another time and do more, but that's what they wanted to bring forward.
Well, I just wanted to say while we're on this part,
Yeah.
that anybody who wants to get a hold of you, we'll have your information
Hmm.
in the video and on my page. I'll get all your websites and whatever. But you do this work from your
Hmm.
heart, but you also do it for a living and whatever. And anybody who's
Hmm.
interested,
Yep.
we'll give them the information to contact you, right?
Yeah, and they can go to lightbodyacademy.com and
Yeah.
find me there.